Baddie, shot o'clock. Baddie, Mariah got her jaw rocked. You're watching the official Baddies Caribbean after show only on Damieon After Dark, where we will be breaking down and discussing episode 9 of Baddies Caribbean. So you better believe we're going to talk about it. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Gentry. I'll be your host for the evening, where we will be discussing and breaking down episode 9 of Baddies Caribbean. So if you came here for the full episode, you're not going to get it. Head on over to the Zeus Network app or one of those free apps and check out the latest episode, and then come back here so you can join the after show and see what we have to say about it. What did you guys think about this episode? Oh my God, I feel like I'm reliving last season all over again. We feared that was going to happen. We worried that we were going to get a repeat of last season, and I fear that's what's happening. We're 9 episodes in now. Listen, there is so much to talk about. Go ahead, get yourself comfortable, and let me have your attention for the next hour or so. But before we begin, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please click that subscribe button. We got a lot of great things that are coming in store for the rest of the remainder of 2024. Click that like button, that thumbs up button. That helps your boy get into the algorithm. I'll really appreciate that as well. Get in the comment section too and let your voice be heard. Your opinion matters. I'd love to hear what you've got to say about episode 9 of Baddies Caribbean. Last but not least, if you would like to join the Damieon After Dark movement and help support and sustain this channel, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list for anyone that chooses to take that route. Thank you guys for the love and the support, the donations, subscribing to my channel, liking these videos, commenting, all that. I really appreciate you, okay? Woo, where do we begin? Where do we begin? Well, we'll do like we usually do. We'll start at the top of the episode, right? We'll start at the top of the episode, which began with Asian Doll versus Mariah, right? Last week, Asian Doll and Mariah were fighting one another. They were trying to get their ones. Thank God Asian Doll is here to finally put this chihuahua in her place. That is Mariah. I'm so sick of Mariah and everything that she represents, who she is. She doesn't seem like a good person. She doesn't seem like a loyal friend. She seems like a flip-flopper. Whichever way the wind blows, Mariah's going to go that way, right? Now, as Mariah and Asian Doll are arguing and going at one another, Mariah says, "Bitch, we're beefing because you said black girls were ugly. You said dark-skinned girls were ugly." And I'm just like, somebody please get this hoe off my screen. Get her off my screen. Like I told y'all, Mariah ain't even supposed to be here anyway. Mariah, they didn't even want Mariah back. They didn't even want Mariah back. Remember, I told y'all, but they had to. She signed a multi-episode deal, so they had no choice but to bring Mariah back. But Mariah's giving pick me. I'm going to tell y'all why. She's giving, this episode, she was very much giving pick me. She wants brownie points, okay? Mariah wants brownie points, and y'all may be wondering what you talking about, Damien. Why you say Mariah wants brownie points? Pick me for what? Mariah wants to be looked at like she is a savior for black people or something. Mariah wants to be looked at like she is the Messiah that led all black folks through the Underground Railroad. That's what Mariah wants to be looked at in this moment, okay? That's what I see. That's what I see. Bitch, bye. Bye, Mariah. I see right through your bullshit, baby. Nobody can tell me different. Then Mariah says, That's why we beefing, y'all. That's why we beefing. Because she said dark-skinned girls were... Do you really care that much, Mariah? Do you? It's giving fake outrage. It's giving I want these girls to be on my team, my side. It's giving everybody hate Asian doll but love me because she said she doesn't like dark-skinned girls. I guess Mariah was hoping all the girls would say, "Oh my God, look at Mariah. She's being an advocate for us black girls." Who the fuck you think you are, Mariah? Benjamin Crump? Please. Please. I don't think that's the real reason why Mariah and her have beef. It's from I don't know. Something just ain't right here. Something is not right here. Mariah give me the type of vibe that, see, and Mariah, why you up here parading around like you Benjamin Crump and Tamika Mallory, you Miss Pro Black, while you parading around up here, and that's great, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, if this is the truth, good for her, right? Great, you should. But why do I get the vibe, Mariah, that if you was mad enough and there wasn't no cameras around, you'd say the N-word with the hard ER? I don't know. It just all seems fake to me. Fake, fraudulent, fugazi, okay? Now, I was cheering on Asian Doll. I was wanting Asian Doll to drag Mariah around like a rag doll. I was wanting Asian Doll to drag the rag doll around only because of what Mariah did to Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean snuck, or Mariah snuck Jelly Bean. Remember the whole Taseki and Jelly Bean situation, and Mariah just comes out of nowhere and clocks Jelly Bean? Yeah, you ran up and you snuck Jelly Bean because you knew she was weak and she didn't fight. Well, fight Asian Doll, you weak ass, scary asshole. Fight Asian Doll. As we saw Asian Doll handed it to that hoe. We saw Asian Doll took that hoe from one end of the trailer park to the next. No disrespect to anybody that live in a trailer. Listen, I'm not too good for it. I'd live in a trailer. But Mariah's trailer park. Okay, very big difference. There's trailer park trash, and then there's civil people that live in trailers. Let me just say that. But this is karma for you, Mariah. This is karma for you, you little cunt. This is what you get for being a follower ass bitch. And a bird brain. If y'all go back and watch the very first review I did on Baddies East last season, I said, I don't know Mariah. I've never got to watch her before. I want to take this season to get to know her. Well, baby, I've watched you on Baddies East. I've seen you half a season on Baddies Caribbean, and I don't want to see you on my television ever again. But baby, Asian Doll tore her up. Okay? Not as bad as I would have liked her to, but Asian Doll, you got her. You got her. All 4 or 5 rounds. They went like, what, 4 or 5 rounds? Mariah looked like she was black and blue and red face and scrapes and cuts and... She got you, baby. And then Mariah, you over here screaming and screaming, let's go, I want another round, let's go. You doing all that with a busted lip. Girl, sit down, tap out, you lost. You lose. Like, you're not a tough girl. You're not this tough girl that you try to perceive. You're not this gangsta that you want to be so bad. You're not a baddie. You're a white Puerto Rican girl from New York who don't have a clue. Now, Mariah thinks she won. She thinks she ate. Because did you hear when she was talking to Asian Doll? I whooped your... Yeah, you got a lick or so, but I beat your ass. Girl. You look like a piñata. That's what you looked like. The delusion. It's the delusions for me. It's the delusions for me, like all of us ain't gonna sit at home and watch this with our own 2 eyes. You think we stupid, Mariah? Now, Tinkerbella and others in the group feel like that Bianca should be stepping up to defend her friend in this moment, because we know that we were introduced to Bianca on this show because she came in defending Mariah. She ran up on Sapphire for Mariah, right? So all of Bianca's, or all of the girls, or not all, but a majority of the girls are talking about, well, Bianca, why don't you you're not gonna defend your friend? You're not gonna jump in? You're not gonna fight Asian Doll? You're not gonna help her out? And Asian Doll's like, I ain't got no part in it. She don't want me to step in. That's what Asian said. Y'all heard her right. She said Mariah don't want me to jump in this fight. Mariah wants to handle this one on her own. Oh, and speaking of the whole Bianca situation, did y'all notice how Mariah threw Bianca under the bus in that moment? Because they were all like, Bianca, why don't you fight Asian Doll? Bianca, and she's like, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. But Mariah was like, you told me you had an issue with her. You got an issue with her. Why don't you fight her? Mariah, I thought that was your friend. You gonna throw your friend out there like that? When your friend said she didn't want to fight? Keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean and a buck. You threw your friend Bianca out there to fight your battle because you wanted her to fight your battle because you were embarrassed that you got your ass whooped and you wanted somebody to come in and place Captain Save-A-Hole on that ass. That's what you wanted, Mariah. Asian Doll says that she has no issue with Bianca. Bianca says she has no issue with Asian Doll. She says she doesn't want to fight her. But Mariah says that she has a DM where Bianca said something about Asian Doll's baby daddy or something. Pretty much Mariah says that she's got a DM where Bianca was talking shit about Asian Doll. Mariah is saying that Asian Doll does in fact, or that Bianca does in fact have a problem with Asian Doll. Do y'all think that Bianca really was talking shit about Asian Doll? Or do you think that... do y'all think that Bianca really was talking shit about Asian Doll and she's just doing this to get the heat off of her? Or do y'all think she's low-key scared and don't want to fight Asian Doll, so that's why she's like, I don't have no issue with her, I don't have no issue with her? I don't know. I don't like Mariah, but I do believe that she's got this text message of Bianca talking shit. But I also... the reason why I think Bianca doesn't want to fight Mariah's battle, she doesn't want to fight Asian Doll, I think she doesn't want to fight her because she's not even Mariah's real friend. Everybody's like, why don't you fight for your friend? Why don't you fight for her friend? They're not real friends. It's like you fighting for your coworker. It's like you seeing your coworker getting their ass whooped and you jumping in to fight their battle. It's not your real friend. You just work together. These two girls worked together on Love and Hip Hop. They liked one another. They had an alliance. So they're friends all of a sudden? No, you're not real friends. Friends go on trips together. Friends show up for life events that happen. Weddings, babies. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Bianca came in fighting, jumping on Sapphire because the producers told her to. The producers put a battery in Bianca's back and said, look, this is how we're going to introduce you into the show. We're going to introduce you into the show as you're going to be a good friend because you're going to be fighting for your friend. You're going to be fighting for Mariah. You're going to be taking up for Mariah and you're going to run in there and you're going to jump on Sapphire. That's what I believed happened. I don't think this girl wants to be Mariah's bodyguard and fight all her battles for her. I don't. Now, everybody's not, I keep saying everybody, and I want to use that term loosely because it's not everybody. But a few people are frustrated or don't really understand why Bianca is not standing for her friend. But like I said, I really don't blame her. I don't blame her. They're not friends in real life. I think Bianca probably knows that Mariah is a real life snake ass bitch. So she's like, no, I'm not going to fight this girl, right? They're not friends. They're not friends. It's all fake and for TV, the whole friends thing. And I'm so tired of people using that word. Friends, friends, friends. Please. Now, Mariah is pissed at this point, and she starts using the typical, y'all already know One of my pet peeves. We talk about it here. What is? You already know what I'm about to say, probably. What is it? What is it? I cannot stand when a reality star says, "Get those cameras out of my face. Get the cameras out of my face. I respect my." She says, "Respect my fucking space." Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost lost it. You don't have no fucking space, Mariah. You don't get no fucking space. When you signed your musty ass name on that dotted line, Mariah Trailer Park Lynn, when you signed your motherfucking name on that dotted line, ho, you became Zeus Network's property. Okay? So you should fall in line. And when the cameras are up, you better put on a fucking show, smile, and act like you want to be there. Fight, do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever they're asking you to do. You're on Zeus Network's clock, time, and money. Get the cameras out my face? No, baby, that's not how it works. The cameras are out of your face when you're in bed at night sleeping. The cameras are out of your face when it's downtime, when you're having lunch, when you go do X, Y, and Z and the cameras are not up. It's not like y'all are being filmed 24/7 like the Bad Girls Club. See, you new age hoes, Mariah, you new age reality TV hoes, and I know she's been on TV for some years, but she's still a new age reality TV host. Because y'all, a lot of y'all girls, y'all couldn't do Bad Girls Club where you're filmed 24/7, your phone, no cell phone. Y'all couldn't do it. Y'all couldn't do it. A lot of y'all hosts couldn't do it. Talking about, get the camera on my face. No, ain't that what you want? Isn't that why you here? You're a fame whore. Isn't that why you're there? You want the camera in your face. You love the spotlight. You love the attention. Quit capping. The fuck we look like? I'm sorry, I can't. And then she's trying to come off so intimidating. Get the fucking camera out my face. Get the foot. Nobody is scared of you, Miracle Whip. Nobody. Ooh, she got me mad. Bitch got me mad all over again. I was mad watching the hoe on the episode, and you got me mad all over again, bitch, talking about this shit. Ain't nobody scared of you, ho. Now, meanwhile, while Mariah's screaming and acting a motherfucking fool, Taseki is trying to calm her down. Calm down, baby. Calm down, sweetheart. And Mariah's like, Seki, I just want to fight. I just want to fight, Seki. I just want to fight. And I see, this is another thing that I've noticed and I've observed. Mariah wants Taseki's validation and approval so bad. It's obvious if you watch the season, and some of last season, Mariah latches on to Taseki kind of like I don't know. She wants to be a part of that bubble, that Taseki bubble that Taseki's in. Because let's face it, Mariah, you've been on TV 6, 7, 8 years, and Taseki's been on TV a year or two, and she's got more star power than you. When people walk down the street, people are going to want to take pictures of Taseki versus Mariah, right? So Mariah tries to latch herself onto that, and not only that, as a fighter, as someone that the girls are scared of, like Taseki, right? Nobody tries Taseki. Nobody runs up on her because they know better, right? Mariah wants the viewers to perceive her that way. Mariah wants the girls, the viewers, the world to look at her and view her as a Taseki. Does that make sense? Mariah wants y'all to look at her like, oh, she's that bitch. Oh, she'll knock you the fuck out. But you'll never be that girl, Mariah. Hear me clearly. You will never be that girl. As we saw tonight when Asian Doll gave you what you wanted 4 times in a row. She gave you that. Nobody's scared of you, sis. Nobody. The white Puerto Rican girl from New York City. Nobody is afraid of you. Nobody, baby girl. Not even the motherfucking subway rats in the subway station in New York, baby. They won't even run from you. Stop it, Mariah. It's all cap. And get off my fucking TV screen. Now, this whole situation just proves that Mariah and Bianca were only work friends for Love and Hip Hop. This just proves that producers made Bianca fight Sapphire. That, it was all contrived. It was Bianca's way of being introduced to the show. If Bianca is friends, because Bianca was saying she's friends with Asian Doll. So if she's friends with Asian Doll and she's friends with Mariah, what is she supposed to do? Fight Asian Doll too? How does that work? If your friend is fighting your other friend, don't you just break them up? You don't fight both of them or one of them. And Biggie, why are you instigating? Now see, I'm going to get on Biggie's dirty neck in a minute. But why are you instigating? Y'all know y'all saw that dirt on Biggie's neck. Not this episode, but she's had it on there before. And forgive me if that's discoloration, Biggie, but you give me that you would have dirt on your neck, okay? But why are you, Biggie, why are you instigating? Do we need to call Jayla? I think we need to call Jayla. Now, we see Mariah and Asian Doll talk out their issues, right? They squash their issues, they talk it out, but I want to talk about the alleged colorist comments that Mariah is saying and alleging that Asian Doll made. Mariah claims that Asian Doll made a post online saying that dark-skinned girls were ugly, right? And Asian says, when she brings it up, Asian says, let's address that. Let's talk about it. She says, those were made up screenshots. That's what Asian Doll says. Now, she says, those were made up screenshots I put on for dark-skinned girls. Now, I was thinking, first of all, if this was years ago, speaking of years ago and speaking of now, who was going to make fake screenshots for Asian Doll? I'm sorry, who's making fake screenshots for... I'm just trying to be... I'm no shade, but we're not talking about Nicki Minaj here. If Nicki Minaj, somebody accused Nicki Minaj of saying X, Y, and Z, and Nicki said those are fake screenshots, okay, we can look into that and see if that's believable or not, because that's kind of... Somebody with that kind of star power, it's believable. But Asian Doll? Who's making fake screenshots to try to frame you, sis? It doesn't seem like you're just that big of a person to really give a fuck. Do y'all know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like red flag number one. It's her saying they were fake screenshots, that she didn't say that. Now, number two. Second of all, as her and Mariah kept going and they were talking about it, Mariah says, yeah, the screenshots were forever ago anyway. And Asian Doll says, yeah, it was forever ago. Almost as if she was saying, yeah, what I said was forever ago, we should forget about it. I don't know, just the body language, everything she said. I'm a good judge of character, and I read energy very well. And it just seemed like Asian Doll that you did say that years ago, and y'all know I don't like Mariah, obviously, but it seems like that Asian Doll did say this years ago, and she's trying to backpedal and pussy pop because she knows that the climate that we're in now and that the environment that we're in, you can't get away with saying shit like that, and you can be canceled, and you can be, you can lose opportunities for saying things like that. So I think Asian Doll was probably said it years ago, came back to haunt her, and now she's trying to weasel her way out of it. I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think she really made those comments, or do y'all think it was in fact fake screenshots? Now, Asian Doll says that Bianca started all of this because Bianca told Asian Doll that Mariah was going to sneak her when Asian Doll got to the islands. You see, this is what I'm talking about. They throw the word friend around so loosely. Because none of y'all girls are friends. None of y'all girls are friends. Everybody's a flip-flop fraud. Bianca talking shit about Asian Doll to Mariah. Mariah talking shit about Asian Doll to Bianca. Bianca talking shit about Mariah to Asian Doll. Everybody just playing telephone and talking shit about one another. And then kikiing in each other's face. Now, we see that Bianca is sitting off on the side by herself. She's not really associating with the girls. She don't really want to talk to none of the girls. Now, Biggie walks up to Bianca and she tries, talking to her, seeing what's up, how she's doing, is she alright? And Bianca says she doesn't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to talk to anybody. Get away from me. None of you girls are my friend. And, I think that she's pissed. It's obvious that she's pissed that the girls tried to push her into this moment with Asian Doll. The girls were trying to get her to fight Mariah Lynn's battle with Asian Doll. And I think that's why she's upset. Like, none of these girls are my friend. They want to, instigate and put me in these drama, put me in these problems. Now, Sapphire, all of a sudden, her shoulder is healed. Because Sapphire says, I told Bianca once my shoulder's healed, I want to get my lick back from her spitting on me and putting my wig in the toilet and all that shit, right? So Sapphire magically says her shoulder feels better. And she says that she wants to fight Bianca. Now, y'all know, I talk about this. I talk about how energy transfers all the time. And in reality, what happened was Sapphire's shoulder had been healed for a while. But what had happened was the energy and the anger transferred. All that fighting between Asian Doll and Sapphire, it transferred. And Asian Doll and Mariah, the fighting between them transferred. And Sapphire was like, oh, well, now I'm ready to fight. Now I want to get my lick in. Right? I want to get my lick in from when this bitch came in and snuck me, spit on me, put my wig in the toilet, and then pissed on it. Oh, I gotta get my motherfucking lick back, right? But Bianca was not feeling it, baby. Bianca said, I'm not fighting. I don't want to fight you. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna sit right here, and I'm not gonna do shit. And listen, I respect anybody that doesn't want to fight, right? I respect anyone that says, I don't want to fight right now. Okay, cool. But I don't respect everybody that says that, because Bianca, baby, you started this war. You don't decide. You don't get to decide when the war is over, because you started it. You came in here swinging. You came in here doing the most. You didn't come in and say, hello, how are y'all? My name is Bianca. You came in here rah with them fists jumping on Sapphire, and you thought she's supposed to forget about it? No. Stand up and take the... What's Stassi tell Shelly in BGC7? Stand up and take this ass whooping. Right? That's what you should have did, Sapphire, in that moment. It's fuck all the talking. What you should have did is said, look, my shoulder's healed now. I'm ready to fight. And when Bianca said, I don't want to fight, you say, stand up or take this ass whooping. And then you do what you got to do. 1, 2. Right? And Bianca, you talking about you don't want to fight. I'm sure Sapphire didn't want to fight when you ran up on her in that dinner in Miami. It don't work like that, sister girl. It don't work like that. Sapphire should have clocked her. Should have clocked her and rocked her. But I understand why she didn't, because she felt like it was a bully situation. She was like, if somebody don't want to fight, I'm not going to fight them. But, Sapphire, you didn't want to fight when she ran up on you? I have a feeling that Sapphire is going to get her lick back at some point. Now, the biggest moment from tonight's episode. Baby. Diamond the body. Diamond the body. I'm a little disappointed in you, sis. Now, part of me, like, I'm torn, okay? I'm like 50-50. Because part of me looks at it like, well, Bianca, you had it coming because you've been stirring up a lot of shit. But the other part of me was like, Bianca didn't deserve that. So we see Diamond the Body come up behind Bianca and sneak her and knock the shit out of her right here. I know Bianca's ears were ringing when she went to bed that night. Bianca, or Diamond the Body, knocked the shit out of Bianca. And like, part of me felt bad for her because it was like, damn, she didn't deserve that. Like, had Sapphire done it, okay. Okay. But I'm like, damn. But, Bianca, you came in fighting Mariah's battles. Maybe Diamond the Body was fighting Sapphire's battles. Maybe, just maybe, this was karma knocking on your door and busting the block. I'm just saying. Do I agree with what Bianca did? I mean, do I agree with what Diamond the Body did? No. Do I think that Bianca received her karma? Yes. And then Scotty in her confessional talking about, one thing I don't like is when someone sneaks. Where was this energy when Mariah snuck Jelly Bean? Huh? Huh? Now, Bianca just got rocked and clocked in the head, right? Sapphire wants to fight her. And then, out of nowhere, here come Biggie. Biggie, you butched body, smushed face, stank ass, ugly ass hoe. What you did was some fuck shit on tonight's episode, Biggie. And we've sat up here and I defended you when Jayla was bullying you and doing the shit that she was doing. I didn't think that you deserved that. But now every goddamn thing that comes your way, Biggie, you deserve it. Because you are a trash human being. Oftentimes, the bullied, those that are bullied, become the bully. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what was exemplified tonight on Baddies Caribbean with Biggie. We see Biggie as Bianca is in a vulnerable position. And Bianca was in a vulnerable position. She's got Sapphire who wants to fight her. Right? She got Diamond the Body who just clocked her upside the fucking head. So at this point, I think Bianca's like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be here no more. And then Biggie comes up behind her and snatches her goggles off of her head. Who the fuck do you think you are, Biggie? This is why people don't like you. This is why I don't fuck with you. You smush face? Looking like a fucking pug in the fucking face. How dare you, as someone who's been bullied, as someone who's bullied daily on this motherfucking show, how dare you turn around and bully somebody else? And see, I've tried to give this bitch the benefit of the doubt. I've tried. Y'all know how much I didn't like Biggie. And then I said Biggie grew on me. She grew on me. I like her music, you know. I'm done with you, Biggie. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Like, never again, okay? Never again. I don't care if they spit on you. I don't care if they stomp a mud hole in you. I don't care if they shit on your grave, okay? You deserve everything that's coming towards you, because that hive mentality, that let's jump on the bandwagon and bully somebody mentality, I don't like that. And that's what you did. I feel bad for Bianca. I really do. Because it was pretty much everybody against her in that moment. I mean, specifically, it was 3 girls against her in that moment. Now, Sapphire had every right to be upset. I understand her wanting to get her issue out, whatever, get your lick back. But the rest of you bandwagon ass bitches that was jumping on the bandwagon trying to get a moment for television and bullying that girl, is wrong. She said she didn't want to fight. Leave her the fuck alone. Okay? Now, like I said at the beginning, her getting rocked by like I said earlier, her getting rocked by Diamond, okay. You know, you snuck somebody too, Bianca, so it's like, ugh, but I also don't agree with it. I think what Diamond did was wrong. You know, but then again, the Biggie coming in there was the icing on the cake. Biggie coming in there and snatching the goggles off her head. I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to watch this. This is nauseating. This is like, yeah, it's too much. It's too much. And there's not enough money to go deal with bullshit like that. You girls have got to have more self-respect and dignity for yourselves. And Zeus Network, y'all are disgusting for constantly encouraging and promoting the bullshit. Like, can we not come up with something different? This is also what happens when y'all fucking cast 50 girls. Like, this hive mentality. Like, most of these girls are nothing close to a baddie. Okay? The show should be called Saddies, for real. Because they're all sad. As fuck. Now, after this whole situation, Bianca says she wants to go home. I think she goes back to her hotel room. It's the next day, and the girls go shopping in San Juan. We see them out shopping, and Anna Mac says that Bianca posted on her Instagram that she was jumped. Right? Bianca says that she was jumped. Now, let's talk about it. Do y'all feel like Bianca was jumped? If you look up what jumped means and the definition for it, Bianca, now I'm on your side with some of that, Bianca, but you weren't jumped, baby girl. You weren't jumped. You were bullied, but you weren't jumped. I definitely think she was bullied, but I don't think she was jumped. And now all of a sudden we see Taseki. Taseki all of a sudden is feeling bad for Jelly Bean. That's what she said. She kind of, this fucking fly won't get out of here. Taseki says she feels bad for what she did for Jelly Bean, and she says the only reason that she feels bad is because she knows that her man wouldn't even look her way. You sure, sis? You sure? You sure, Latifah? Because maybe that's why you really mad, Taseki. You think so? Do you think the real reason that you're really mad is that you looked over in the audience at Bad vs. Wild and your man was all up on Jelly Bean and looking at her? Do you think that's why you really mad? Because I'm starting to think that's what really happened. I'm starting to think that Taseki noticed her man getting a little too close to Jelly Bean. I'm starting to think that Taseki noticed her man kiki ha-ha with Jelly Bean and it pissed her off. So who did she get mad at? She got mad at the woman. Check your man, Tifa. Maybe you really mad because he wanted a taste of a jelly bean. Huh? And I'm like Diamond the Body. Can we see a picture of this man? Oh, I want to see a picture of this man. Because he better have the face of Idris Elba, the motherfucking voice of Chris Brown, and the body of Michael B. Jordan, bitch. Because the way you talking, this man better be fine. It's just too much. It's too much. Taseki, it's too much. Now, Meatball had me hollering. When all the girls were shopping in San Juan, Meatball had me hollering when she was talking about Jayla trying to be the tour guide for Puerto Rico. Meatball had me hollering on that one. Now the girls have got security with them, so I understand, that they're safe. But in real life, I don't think, and y'all check me if I'm wrong, but I've heard like when you go to places like Mexico and Puerto Rico, and you can't be dripped down in your diamonds and your jewelry and your Louis Vuitton bags and your Versace and your Prada. That makes you a target, right? That makes you a target for the cartels and the gangs and stuff when they see Americans or tourists that look like they have money. Not tourists, Americans or tourists that have money, but those that have money and look like they have money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I know the girls have security, but still, I would just be kind of like a little weary. And I'm speaking of what they were wearing. Sapphire had a necklace on that said Kendra. So her real name is obviously Kendra, and I just don't like. I be wondering why everybody. I feel like in today's time, in like modern day times, everybody in entertainment has to have like a stage name or something, and I've never got it, but I've never understood it because like to me, Kendra sounds better than Sapphire. Like Sapphire just sounds like a hooker name or a stripper or something. Like why not? Like why can't we just call her Kendra? Everybody got to be called something. It would be like me getting up here saying call me D Money. Like no, my name's Damien. Now I get if you've got a name like Sue or no shade to the Sues or the Peggy Anns or something like that, but you know, if you got a name that you just don't like, okay, I get maybe changing your name or coming up with a stage name, but everybody nowadays wants to call theirself G Money, Sapphire, Diamonds, and this and that. It's just like, yeah, I don't know, corny. It's just corny. That's what it is. Now Natalie FaceTimes Bianca while they're out in San Juan shopping. And if you notice, when she FaceTimed Bianca, she was just on the phone with Lemon Pepper. Because you know how at iPhone, when you go to your contact, somebody's contact, the first letter of their name, the first initial, is like one big letter is right there. So when she pulled up her phone, there was a big L right there. I'm like, oh, Natalie must have been talking to Pimp Daddy Lim. But she calls Bianca. And Natalie talks to Bianca. In that conversation with Bianca, she tells Bianca that she wants her to have a sit down with Asian Doll. And, not Asian Doll. Who did she want her to have a sit down conversation with? Sapphire. Natalie wants Bianca to have a sit down conversation with Sapphire, but Bianca doesn't want to do it. So Natalie, did y'all notice how Natalie was talking to her like she was her motherfucking hoe? Natalie was talking to Bianca like Bianca was the hoe and Natalie was the pimp. You're gonna sit down and have this conversation. And what did Bianca do? She said she'll do it. She said, I'm gonna sit down and have the conversation because it's Natalie. Yeah, y'all's pimp done put y'all in motherfucking check. She got her hoes working overtime in San Juan. Now, we see Sapphire and Bianca sit down to talk their issues out, right? Now, before they begin the conversation, Sapphire says, before we start, let's make sure that our tones are normal and level. Because if you get irate and you bring your tone up here, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? Okay, I understand. Cool, let's keep our tones. But you went left with it, Sapphire. You went left. How are you supposed to have a productive conversation with someone if when you sit down you're immediately insulting them? Right? Because one of the first things that Sapphire said to Bianca was, my patience is running about as thin as those tracks in your head. That's what Sapphire said. No, it was funny. It was funny, Sapphire. But I was just like, how are you expecting to have a productive, positive conversation with this girl without fighting? And first thing you say is that the tracks in her head are thin. Now, come on, Sapphire. We got to be more adult than that. I get you're trying to make an entertaining television moment. I get that too. So I'm trying to give you like a little bit of a pass. But it's like, now, we hear in this conversation with Sapphire, we hear Bianca admit to talking to Asian Doll prior to Asian Doll getting there, right? Because at first, Bianca's denying that she ever had a conversation with Asian Doll. She's denying that she ever told Asian Doll that Mariah was going to sneak her, right? But then she admits to it. She says, well, I did talk to Asian Doll. But it was never about sneaking Mariah. I wanted her to squash her issues with Mariah. That's what Bianca says. She says, I wasn't trying to instigate. I was just trying to, Bianca, I don't believe it, but my love. See, I know when somebody lying in their face, you can just, if you're a good reader, you can tell it. And I could just tell in Bianca's face in that moment she was lying. You contacted Asian Doll, Bianca, and you told her, look, heads up, sis. Mariah want to jump you when you get here. But I'm just trying to figure out why. I thought this was your friend. It's just like the mental gymnastics that are going on in my head with these girls flip-flopping friends, frauds. I'm just like, what the fuck? Now, Sapphire and her huge pencil. Y'all see that pencil Sapphire pulled out, taking her notes? That was funny. I gotta give it to her. Okay? It was a funny moment because Sapphire said that she's writing down anytime Bianca says something. Sapphire's writing it down. That way Bianca can't say, "I didn't say that." Oh, you didn't? Let me pull out my. Let me real quick. Just pull out my handy dandy notebook and check your ass on what you really said. Now Bianca clocked Sapphire when she said, were you being a friend to Suki when E.T. was fighting Suki and you pussy punk down and wouldn't fight for your friend? Was you being a friend then? I said, and I oop. She's got a point there. You worried about why Bianca didn't jump in and save Mariah, but where was you at last season? Bianca? Sapphire, where was you at last season in Jamaica for your friend? And y'all know this, that comment that Bianca made, that stung Sapphire because she got mad. And she started doing all this and neck rolling, and she got mad with that one. But it's true. I'm sorry, Bianca got you on that one, baby. She got you on that one, Kendra. But overall, this entire conversation with Bianca and Sapphire, Bianca, baby girl, you're going out sad. You're going out sad, my love. You're going out sad. Bianca mentions wanting to get her lick back. I'm sorry, not Bianca. Sapphire mentions wanting to get her lick back. And Bianca says that she needs a check to fight. I need a check to fight. Nope, I need a check to fight you. And it's like, girl, you're weak. Just go home. Like, go home, Bianca. Because now you don't want to fight Sapphire. See, I was in your corner when Diamond and all the rest of these hoes were trying to do with Biggie, trying to do weird shit. But now I'm not. I can't side with you because you started with this girl. You can't tell her when it's going to stop. You put her wig in the toilet and pissed on it. You spit on her. And you snuck her. And you think she's not going to want to get her lick back? And as far as you getting a check for fighting her, you already got a check for being there. That's the whole purpose of you got a check to fight. Now get up and run it with her or go the fuck home. And I'm just proud of them for not fighting in a restaurant. Because I was like, are they about to fight in this restaurant and there's people around? There were like people around trying to eat, like people on vacation and shit. Now next week we noticed that the Queen is back. The Queen is back and the Queen is queening. Rolly makes her appearance back on the show. Rolly is back and I'm so excited. And we see that she's putting bitches in check. Rolly is doing what she do. The Queen is queening. We see Rolly puts Anna Mac in her place next week, and I cannot wait. I will be seated and waiting for that one, baby. She puts Anna Whack right in her motherfucking place. Okay, we'd love to see it, and I cannot wait. Now, look, make sure you join me next week for the Baddies Caribbean After Show right here on Damieon After Dark. Same time, same place. Also, make sure you stay tuned for the Damieon After Dark podcast, where we talk hot topics, celebrity gossip, relationships, sex, and so much more. You don't want to miss the newest and latest episode of that. Make sure you click that subscribe button, get subscribed, and click that thumbs up button. and like this video. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm so more beautiful people like yourself can find me here. Also, join the conversation and get in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this episode. Whose side are you on? Mariah Lynn or Asian Doll? Bianca or everybody else? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear from you below. And if you want to donate to the Damien After Dark movement and help us sustain and grow this podcast, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list for anybody that chooses to take that route, okay? Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the recap, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See you.